Evening, YouTube. First, this is Demon981, and with a very interesting question for all of you. So, what are your favorite Disney films? And also, we're referring to that question, what are your favorite characters from Disney films? Personally, I like the villains. Mostly because they either have amazing designs, ends and backstories, or because of the songs that they do. So in certain anime, the Disney films, for some odd reason they always have the villains sing a song, which, by the way, is not a bad thing. However, the more recent Disney films are kind of so-so. If you're wondering where Isaiah is he couldn't make it tonight because he had other business to attend to.
Yep.
And so I guess I'll be doing this list alone.
Yep.
And this is my top 14 Disney villain songs. And don't ask why I'm doing 14. It's
None of
too
your
stupid
damn
to explain. I thought you said you were doing something else.
I'm doing something else.
At number 14, it's Sidekicks and Henchmen. And from Once Upon a Halloween. Now, some people might not think this is a villain song, but I kind of think it counts as one.
I don't.
You haven't even heard of it until just now.
I'm sleeping.
Quit talking in your sleep.
Fuck, bro.
Anyway, this song is pretty funny and also kind of ridiculous.
Like ninjas.
It's probably the only song on the whole Halloween special. It's sung by the evil queen from Snow White. And basically, it's kind of a spoiler to some people who have never seen most of the Disney films featured. And the reason why it's at the bottom of the list is basically because it's kind of short.
Sorry.
If you're gonna do that, go in the other room.
No. So sorry. My finger says it slips.
At number 13, it's Our House Now from the House of Villains.
Can I speak this up? Remember.
I know what to do.
I.
It's Our House Now. Starts. Or it's about a quarter or to midnight. When the villains have had enough of being.
So it'd be like right now?
Well, no. Oh, maybe, I don't know.
Because isn't it close to midnight right now?
Yeah, but it's not Halloween.
Oh, fuck.
Anyway,
Like a
hey, on Halloween night, quarter to midnight, the villains begin to show Mickey and everyone else who's in the House of Mouse who's really in charge. And if you know what the names of every Disney villain and that's featured in the song number, good for you.
Good for you.
If you don't, it might take you about 5 times to view the music video just to get
If you don't,
an idea.
If you don't know, good. You have a life.
I don't know what that was about.
I do.
On to the next one, then I guess. At number 12, it's Night on Bald Mountain from Fantasia. Now, I know that those reviewers out there have done and stuff with Night on Bald Mountain before. Or I can name a few that have. But I want to give my perspective of this particular scene. Hearing the music alone for it, that kind of messes up your imagination quite a bit. When you first hear it, it's almost like, hey, if you know something bad's gonna happen. But when you see it in the film, it really screws up your head.
Me?
Anybody's.
Oh, I thought you were talking about me. I was like, what the fuck?
Anyway, we see, I guess what you can call Fantasia's main villain. And when a devil named Turnip, the devil, I don't care. Yes, I don't care. The devil, or in this case named Turnip, although he's been called Satan, and by several people, well, decides to throw a little Halloween party. By conjuring up the spirits of the damned, which include ghosts, monsters, spirits from hell, and even the occasional old bugaboo. Oh, it's at the height of Turnip's power, and you see how he really likes to party. Prop tradition, go Hogs go.
Sponsored by AT&T.
Whatever. Where was I? Oh yeah. At the height of his power, Turnip stopped after the celestial bell. Afterward, he goes back to sleep, resting for another year. Oh, poor devil. Well, I'm actually kind of surprised that Fantasia got a G rating. And when during the near end of the song number,
They show titties.
yes.
Yeah, they show boobs.
Now there were rumors that Disney had to fire a few of his animators for accidentally slipping it and exposed Brett in the movie. I'm not gonna say which one exactly.
Fuck.
But I'm guessing this film is where the urban legend came from. And it's also good to note, if you also seen these anime and movie reviews, is that he mentioned that it's rumored that Bela Lugosi, most famous for doing Dracula,
Here's something.
most famous for doing and the first Bram Stoker's Dracula film, and I'm not referring to one with Keanu Reeves and Gary Oldman.
And Dracula.
That may have been like a character model for Turnip. I haven't seen
right there.
in proof, but then I guess I kind of believe it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And you probably never will.
No, wait, no, I'm serious. What are you talking about? I just walked up.
I was talking about some interesting trivia about Night on Bald Mountain.
Oh, yeah, then I've never
Now with
seen
that,
that movie.
let's continue. Go to number 11.
Giggity.
At number 11, it's The World's Greatest Criminal Mind from The Great Mouse Detective. Now, this is kind of a Disney parody of Sherlock Holmes. To the point that our main hero, supporting character, and villain all have one thing in common with it's Sherlock Holmes. The hero, Basil Baker Street. The supporting character, Dr. Dodson, I think you can call him. And of course,
What does it look like? So you're actually a doctor, or no?
well, in the film they say he is. And the main villain of the film, the Disney equivalent to Moriarty.
To who?
Sherlock Holmes is was conniving nemesis, which is like an evil super genius. It's Professor Ratigan, voiced none other by fame and horror icon Vincent Price.
Aww. Want to be a casino.
Yeah, Vincent Price does a very good job as Ratigan. And this is actually not the first time he's done an animated villain. But that's for another day.
Tomorrow.
Now the song
After
takes
I'm done talking to
place
cops.
in Ratigan's lair, which the best way I can describe it is a hollowed out beer keg with the letter K on it. And it also begins after Ratigan explains his evil plans to his henchmen. What's the plan, you might ask? Well, it has to do with killing the queen of all mice in Britain, so that he can take over. Now, that would be simple enough, but the song that follows is pretty good. It's mostly the henchmen singing,
Fuck, I need to get a steak knife.
the praise is to Ratigan, and there are a few disturbing lyrics, such as references to him drowning orphans and widows. The song goes pretty well up until one of his henchmen, Bartholomew, accidentally. You have to watch the film in order to get it.
What's his name?
Bartholomew.
Bart?
We'll just call him Drunk Bart.
Bart?
Yes,
You?
Bartholomew.
Oh.
I just want to call him Drunk Bart.
Bart?
Because it's easier and it's a lot more funnier. Anyway, the song is immediately stopped for or maybe like a minute because as Drunk Bart accidentally slips in the one word Ratigan does not want to hear from anybody.
N-word?
No, rat. When
Rat?
clearly he is a rat.
Oh. What, he thinks he's a fucking mouse?
Actually, yes.
Seriously?
Yes, and what does he do about this? He feeds the guide to a cat.
So like, South Park, when he called up his parents and put it into the chili and made him eat it.
Kind of. But Ratigan kind of goes a little close to that territory, Isaiah. He doesn't kill his enemy's parents and makes them eat them. He feeds his henchmen and to a cat named Felicia, who I guess is either a very fat Persian.
Oh, I've seen
As
this
a cat.
movie.
Or it's just normal.
Sorry.
Proportion because as it's in the view of mice and rats. Anyway, as soon as that's done, he makes his henchmen sing again. And by threatening them that if they don't, he'll ring a bell that'll call the cat.
Cat?
Yeah.
I like cats.
Now, the nitpick moment I have about this particular one is how exactly is Ratigan controlling a cat?
Catnip.
Might be.
It's like weed for cats.
Well, that's it for part 1. Stay tuned for part 2. See ya.
Peace.